Hey guys, are you wondering what's going on? Look, this is a response video to what Personal Finance Dad put out on Franco Wander and his insane card prices with the PSA 10. Now, I wanted to share with you some of the insights that I have on this, and this isn't abnormal. As he says in his video, you think we know by now. We see this happen. We've been around here for a few years. Card comes out, gets PSA slabbed, PSA 10. Ooh, it goes for big money. Let's think about this. So I always like to take a step back and look at everything and see cause and effect. One of my favorite books, by the way, Freakonomics. Do you recommend checking that out? Not a commercial. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into my share screen with you. Okay.
Have sold for $15.
Okay, so here he is showing there. One just popped at like $2,000, 42 bids. Doesn't really make a difference. I'm looking to see if more popped. I think a couple might have. In fact, let's see. When I pulled up eBay right here, it looks like, yeah, there's another one. Nope, that's not a Wonder Franco. That's a black, which is to 71. It's over 2,500. Okay, so it looks like so far it's only been one of those that I've seen. What's this right here? Oh, this is, look at that. Not a PSA slab. Anyway, my thoughts are, I'm not going to debate this. Okay, we see this happen all the time. We see these cards come out, they get PSA slab, someone buys them, and you wonder who buys it. Why are they doing it? Is a sale go through? Blah, blah, blah. Let's look at this. Okay. PSA tweeted this out when they graded it, right? Pop one for now, ha ha ha, right? Joke. This is the 2022 Wander Franco. Now, what's interesting here is you can see that the number. So if you were to buy this card, which I believe is what we have right here, right? It's the 67, 66, right? Yeah, right there. Okay. So when you buy that card, you could argue Providence that, look, I have the first one. I have mint number one, right? And there's, I guess, some level of immediate value in today's world on this. But here's what I'm thinking. Who does this really impact the best? Well, if PSA grades it, when they graded it right there as a PSA 10, what did they charge the person? What was the current market value? There was no market value, right? Correct? But they know a whole bunch more are going to come in. And they know an even bunch more will come in if the market value is high. So who has the most to gain by seeing these PSA 10 pop ones sell for high numbers? Are we starting to think about this? You see what I'm saying right here? Do you not see some serious market corruption in this place? I mean, they don't even care. They could spend the money. They could buy 10 of them for $2,000 a piece. Hey, the first time we wanted them. Hey, it makes no difference. I could be a collector with a lot of providence and a lot of money who might want to do that, right? And then he could sit back and go, well, from there on, the average is, let's say $750 is what we're going to charge customers to grade this for. If it comes in a PSA 10, we're going to give them, it's going to be valued at $750, right? And then people want to sell it out there and go, hey, I know it's going for 2,000, but I'll sell it to you for 1,000, right? So you set up this whole false market. And what really kills me is those people who aren't aware, or those people who even better try to get in on this, right? They come in and go, well, he's making money by grading at PSA 10. I'm going to flash grade 10 of them myself. I'm going to send them right now. And I don't need to get 2,000 for it. I only get a few thousand, 1,500 for mine, or 1,000 pieces. I can still make a lot of money, right? Because if I can buy the freaking card, and look at this. Here are the raw prices. It spiked raw at $65. So if I want to go out and buy 10 of the best ones I want at $100 a piece, and I spend the let's say $200 a piece to get them graded, that's $300 per card in. And if I can flip them for $1,000 a piece in the next few weeks, that's good money. And a lot of people think that. And a lot of people chase that. And who's catching all the money? PSA. They're getting all the money because you're fasting, you're charging, you're going to rush to grade it because you want to get in first. They told you to get it in first because you know it's going to go down. Get them in now. They're going to charge you more because the current market value is 2,000, so I can upcharge you, right? I mean, guys, I can't believe how, I'll put it this way. If this was a regulated industry, there's no way someone in Congress wouldn't be getting a letter saying, hey, there's corruption in this process. This is a very dire corrupt process. Again, and they'll say this to you guys. I'll go back to when PSA was PSA before Nat, whatever his name is, and before Golden, and you really started adding, to my opinion, a lot of very shady individuals who use their knowledge to take advantage of people in the hobby. PSA just graded cards and they graded coins and they kept their head down. They didn't care about the collecting crap, right? I don't think they started charging this outrageous amounts until Nat came in. I could be wrong. And I could be wrong too about how Well, maybe for the first year, everybody's charged, it's free. I can't believe that. They make money off of the value of the card and the demand that's pushed. Now, here let me show you a few things. I want to remind you, here's the Luca chart. And why the Luca chart's important is that what you're going to see in Luca is that this is Luca in 2019. So 2019, first of all, people didn't grade base cards. So there weren't a lot of them out there, but it was going for, $100, 100 something bucks. And I remember this because I remember seeing somebody grade a bunch of base cards because I was selling mine for like 10 to 20 bucks, which was a lot of money for a base card back in 2018. It's like, hey, base card, sure, 10, 20 bucks. And I saw somebody grade a bunch of them BGS 9.5s and sell them each for 125. I was like, man, that's genius. Think about how much money they basically 10x their money, right? And then what you have here is the boom of ignorance. And I hate to say that, but in 2020, here this time phase, this is when the market dipped. That's when the NBA shut down. We had really hyper organic growth, although there were a lot of other things driving the market. There's some crypto craze, and then you had the era of ignorance. I think that this is going to be called here, in my opinion, because you just had too many non-educated people here, and they just drove these prices up in PSA 10 to prices they will never ever touch again. And look where it's coming to now. This is what I refer to as a correction. Sadly, this card is probably going to be somewhere in this area when it's corrected. The peak was around 400 or 500. That's where it is right now. This might be the correction right here, but it's the market's correcting. Let me show you another one. This is one of my favorites. This again is an example of this PSA hype garbage. Okay, so here we go. First of all, no one in 2018-20 was grading a base card of PSA LeBron, but if they did, right, they sent it in and paid about 10 bucks. They had it graded, it came back, and they were selling a few of them got for 85 bucks because they're PSA 10s. And again, I remember pulling a bunch of the other out of the dirt, out of the trash box I was gonna throw away, and selling them raw on Facebook because I had friends who were out there. Look, I'll grade 10 of them. I'll grade, And I'm thinking, well, yeah, if you're gonna grade one and you're gonna get, $100 bucks, I guess so. Made no sense to me, but you saw it happen. But what happened is when you had the era of ignorance. Hold on, are we in the era of ignorance? Yeah, this whole thing might have been the era of ignorance. In the era of ignorance, somebody was like, "It's the first time he's in a Lakers jersey. You're gonna win a championship." Remember that? That was the summer. They're in the bubble. This card hit $800. And here, it's not just the person who spent $800. It's all the people who then sent cards into grade and were paying extra lower money to get this card because they were going to sell for 400. They were happy selling for 300, but they were going to make money off that. See what I'm saying? And who was making money on all this? Who was making money, guys? PSA. Now, I don't have Wander Franco's numbers right here in front of me, but the one that I can share with you guys is right here, Lonzo Ball. This was one that pop count when it came out last year. I remember being low pop, like pop 1, 2, 3. It was like pop 80 for a long time. And this thing hung around 2000. I remember saying to myself, there's no reason why LaMelo Ball's Prism, which we know will have a higher overall print run, maybe not a higher pop count in PSA 10s, but overall will be more cards made. There's no reason this card should be this high. Okay, now this guy's a good player. He's done everything. He's been the best player of that league, that rookie class. He won Rookie of the Year. He's had some turbulence as more and more volume came in the market, right? At 1,500, but right now he's traveling around, I think, $300. Again, why this happened? If I go back here, I'm going to argue that someone could conspire to say, hey, let's grade the first 10 at 2,000. We'll keep the pop count low. We'll charge people more money to grade them. We'll give them mostly 9s out as well. Heck, we can give 9s out to people. Have you guys seen the shadiness too in that where you can send in one with a minimum grade 9? This is a totally separate story, but I think Flipping Steve did this thing where his friend sent in a card he graded and asked for min grade 9 and it came back raw because they basically it's not min grade 9. He regrades it again, it comes back a PSA 10. My point is, in such a subjective, such a non quantitative space, this is like it's more vague than wine tasting, in my opinion, right? Because I think you have to go to school for that. Grading, dude, like I talked about these wizards before. I don't think my Groot can be a grader right here. I could turn Groot into a grader because, right, you could pick numbers. He could just grade cards. PSA 10, PSA 9, PSA 10. But guys, this is the answer to your question. If you're wondering what's going on, it's manipulation. And the manipulation, guys, is more than just to get you to pay more money for the comp. It's get you to respond, you to feel that, oh, when I get this box, I could get. Because in your head, you're also thinking, well, those are the base cards. But if I get a numbered card and I grade that, again, think about that. If you get that 71 that was sold for $2,500, what do you think that would turn into as a PSA 10? Is that a $25,000, $1,000 card? I mean, it's already $2,500 raw. What's the multiplier? 3x. So it's a $10,000, $7,500 card because it comes back in a PSA 10 and there's only 71 potential. Just trying to make you aware of what's going on in the hobby. I hope you take this as positive. Love your comments, feedback. Am I wrong? Am I looking at this wrong?